With me now from the Thousand Islands Watershed Land Trust, I'm talking with the executive director, who happens to be Calder Schweitzer. And we're talking about the Red Horse Highlands, are we not?
Yes, we are. It's our
big announcement.
Big announcement. So we announced it at our summer party that was a couple weeks ago in August. And yeah, it's the biggest project that we've ever taken on. Big acres and bigger money. We're trying to fundraise a total of $1.55 million to get it all together. And honestly, it's absolutely worth it. It's an absolutely gorgeous property. Very, very worthy conservation. It shows some of the best that this place has to offer. What
are we talking as far as acreage?
360 acres.
Really?
Yeah, pristine. Wilderness. Really, there's a few trails that previous owners have put on, but beyond that, it is rough wilderness terrain.
But there is some shoreline, right?
Yes. Yeah, it goes, so it's on the west side of Red Horse Lake. It actually abuts a really, really big piece of Charleston Lake Provincial Park.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and part of that, as you say, is about 2,000 feet of shoreline on the west side of Red Horse Lake.
So tell us a little bit about why is it such a pristine type of land, and it really fits into what Twilt is doing.
Yeah, there's two sort of angles that we look at it. From the actual property perspective, like boots on the ground,
yes,
it really shows the best the Frontenac Arch has to offer.
Okay.
The Frontenac Arch is known for this sort of ridge and valley topography. You see more often in like central and northern Ontario and other places where Canadian Shield is the dominant geological.
Okay.
It has sort of that cranked up to 11, like high valleys. It actually has two scenic lookouts, one over Red Horse Lake, one on the other side over Mud Lake. Really deep valleys. There are wetlands like up elevated, 100 feet above the lake. Like it is just a beautiful piece of property. Great big old trees. Like it's magnificent, honestly. It's really
you're
nice.
Excited about it. I can tell. It must be.
Spatially too, like the area that it is, Charleston Lake, Red Horse Lake, that area is one of the first stopover points on the migration route that goes up right through the Thousand Islands.
Really?
Yeah. So you have a couple of corridors that go from like Thousand Islands National Park and so the Marble Rock area, they sort of come up around the Lansdowne Plain and they converge right around Charleston Lake, where there's this giant, like if you look at Google Maps, it tells the whole story. You zoom out and it's all dark green up around Charleston and Red Horse. It's a big sort of wilderness area that then is the first stopover when you start to move north up toward like Algonquin Park and the real like wilderness of Northern Ontario.
So Calder, when did you start working on this? Like when did you hear about this land?
It's
a couple of years ago?
No, not quite that long ago, but a while ago. I think it would have been toward the end of last year.
Really?
Last fall, maybe earlier, like this, like very early spring this year, something like that.
Holy, you people have moved fast.
It was a lot. It was a lot of work. It's been, right in front of us for a long time, and but I'm really happy with how it's all come out. It was great working with everybody, involved in the negotiation and getting it all together. Like it's just been a great process.
What has been raised to date?
We actually, as of last week, I don't have the exact math, but we have either just crested $1 million or we are about to. After the really big fundraising showing, the big example, the big support that was brought to us at our summer party when our community brought in $109,000 in about 20 minutes. That put us to about $600,000 that's raised, and then last week we got a notification from a grant that we had applied to that they're going to fund us as well. So we're up around between $900,000 and $1 million. May have crested $1 million. I still have some numbers to crunch, but yeah, it's going well. That's about 2/3 of the way. 1.55 is where we're trying to get. So we still have a ways to go. $500,000 is a lot of money, but it's been going really well. The community has really rallied behind the project, and I couldn't be happier with how it's going.
Okay, when is the cutoff date? When does this money have to be raised by?
November 30th is when we close. So we have a purchase on an offer on the property, and that offer expires on the 30th. So once we hit the 30th, it's back up on the open market, could be scooped up.
Okay.
So we're all cylinders firing.
You're so close. You're so close. How do people donate?
The best way would to be to go to our website, twilt.ca. There's a big red button on the top right. It either says donate or it might say support. And that's the best way to go through. It'll be the quickest. If you have any questions, you're welcome to call us and we can work through. We do like all the traditional stuff like cards and checks and stuff, but we can also take donations of stock and bonds and sort of more complicated stuff. So if anybody's interested in donating in that way, then we're always open to that conversation, and we just ask you to get in touch with us. And
do it now.
Yes.
Don't wait. I mean, if you're going to do bonds and you're going to do stocks, you have to turn them over, and it takes a while to do that. So it would be nice to have that done and all tidied up by November 30th.
Exactly. Yeah. The more we can get sort of on the books and in the bank now, then the more confident we are going into closing this, which is just going to get us, ready to suit up for the next big thing, which is already in the works.
Oh, and you're not going to tell us, right?
Not quite yet.
Don't do that to me.
I don't.
Yes, I know. So what's happening on Saturday, September 27th?
This is an event that we started last year. We do it in partnership with the Draft Horse Club in Leeds County.
Yes.
And it is our old time country festival.
I like it. I like that. So what is happening on that day?
It is sort of a celebration of local history. It takes place at our Glen Elb Learning Center from 11 to 3, as you said, on the 27th.
Yes.
And it's a look at sort of the history of the area, largely as it's tied to the property that it's being hosted on, Glen Elb Learning Center, which has a lot of history itself. So the Draft Horse Club is bringing their horses. We're doing wagon rides through the hay fields.
That's nice.
There's going to be a blacksmith there, which is pretty cool. I think there's like textile artists and that sort of stuff that are going to be there. It's a big free family event, really.
Okay, the only cost would be there's going to be a barbecue, right?
Yes.
And if people want to purchase anything to eat, they would be a charge for that. But other than that, it's free, so come on out.
Exactly. Donations are always accepted. I have to say that. But yeah, it's really a celebration of sort of history and culture, and another way to get folks out from the community out into Glen Elb and see all the great stuff that's going on there.
Exactly. Yes. It's a little bit of education, as well as I've always wanted to know about this place, but I haven't come. Now they can. Now this is rain or shine, right?
The event is rain or shine. The only thing is, if it's raining, the horses won't be there for safety reasons.
No, exactly. Which is, you can understand that. Alrighty. Well, since you're not going to tell me about the next big announcement, I'm going to thank you for coming in and sitting down with me and telling us about the Red Horse Highlands and the old-fashioned festival that's going to be happening. So thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure, Doreen. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.